Hello and welcome to the video. I am the Cosmic Turtle and thank you so much for checking out the channel. So obviously we are continuing the Fable free playthrough here. We have just got to Aurora, the main city in Aurora, that is. The previous video we abandoned Walter, but it's okay. He got rescued by the main Kaelin, that was it, Kaelin. And now we have been told to have a little wander about the city of Aurora. And I don't know why my RT is still on screen even though I'm in the pause menu, because pressing RT does nothing here. That's probably going to stay there now until the game gives me a new RT prompt, by the way. So that's annoying. And to quickly start up my stream for the second. I should have done that first off. I just didn't realise there was some things I needed to change. Right, here we go. Let's click that there. And let's quickly make sure you can hear me. Went off the app by mistake then. Let's hope my changes have still counted. So hello, can you hear me? Ah, you can hear me, fantastic. There's no crackling or anything. I'm not charging my controller right now, but still best to be safe after it happening 2 or 3 videos ago. Yeah, like I said, so we just got to Aurora and we are going to be finding out what's going on here, what misfortune befalls the people of Aurora.
You are the one who survived the desert night.
Yes.
We have not had much fortune with outsiders.
No?
But as you can see, fortune deserted us long ago. You have come to a cursed land.
I can see that.
What are you doing here? Everybody else seems to be hiding.
I am honoring the dead. My wife and my child. And I stand here because I do not fear joining them.
I'm sorry.
You may read their memorials if you wish.
Oh. That's weird.
There are
My
many
camera just moved
elsewhere.
then.
On statues, doorways, wherever a memory will allow itself to live on.
Right, so yeah, that's this piece of
My
paper
wife
by
and
here.
my daughter. You were taken from me by that which dwells in darkness. And darkness
So we can
is
run
all
back
that
there.
exists in my life. I am thankful only that you knew little of the horror that has taken over our city since.
Have a little run around, try and find some more of these
Raina and Bala,
memorials.
you are in my thoughts.
Oh, they're kind of like eulogies, I guess, aren't they?
I will be
Right, stop saying quest and actually take me to it, damn it. Oh, yes.
You are in a better place now, my love. For no place can be as troubled as our city has become. I know you are watching over me.
We've got the dock
I feel
down
your
here. Is there anything
presence
over
by
here?
our bed when I sleep, and I hear your voice in my dreams. Stay with me, always.
There doesn't appear to be one of them down here. You will find a gnome around here somewhere though, by the dock area. You can't shoot it now though, because you can't bring out your gun. But just enough, when you can return to this part of Albion, or well, not Albion, this part of the game world, there is a gnome down there. Oh yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoy this, by the way. It really help out. Really, like, you know, the growth of the channel has been a bit. It's picked up a bit since I guess lockdown and stuff. And you know, I'm very thankful for it. I really appreciate I guess the people who have chose to subscribe, and I guess YouTube for kind of letting my channel get noticed a little bit more.
Walked to our homes as daylight faded. From the port where we carried that
And then what?
bounty from the sea. From the shops where we had bought and sold food and clothes and jewelry. From the tavern where we had celebrated friendships and small triumphs, or drank away small failures. From the temple where we had tended to the city's soul.
Oh, why isn't the dog running right up to it? That's really odd.
And we can never...
He's going near, but then he's like a bit too scared to actually go up to it fully. A nice small rug for us, isn't it? Damn, I'm gonna be rescuing everyone in Albion. Like, literally. Piece of piss.
A record of my survival in testament to those
We'll leave this by
who
here.
not.
Let him talk, just in case we trigger main game dialogue.
Crawler descended upon Aurora again. We believed ourselves to be ready. We believed we would be safe.
Bastard crawler.
But no one is truly safe anymore. I watched through a window as my neighbors were torn out of their homes by those creatures. That they
Hello,
operate in
everyone.
darkness is a blessing, for I could not see.
Yeah, we're just letting the dialogue for this happen for a second, so I'm not moving.
And the crawler's laughter. And then they came to my house.
Crawler's
The
laughter?
walls trembled, the floor shook. I was certain this
Oh
was
yeah,
to be my
corpses
last
down here.
day. And surely it would have been
That's
had dawn not begun.
a shame, isn't it?
We are not ready for its return. We will never be ready.
Ah, here we go, here's another one.
We will never be safe.
I will try to honor you always, Father.
Right. I'll go near the main characters up here now, but not quite close enough to get them talking.
The strength you gave me, and I will try to lead.
How is everyone, by the way?
as you
I hope you're having a good day today.
You stood against the darkness and were an example to us all.
Yeah, ignore that RT, by the way. It's
Courage lives
stuck on
in
screen for the
heart
moment.
Of every Auroran. I hope I will not disappoint you. Your
Oh, you won't. Don't you worry, you won't disappoint.
Kaelin. Now you know what we have suffered. But as I said before,
Kind
you
of.
are not the first outsider to come here.
Who was the other?
His name was Logan.
Ah,
King of
crap, I got caught on the thing.
Seems your big brother's been keeping secrets. He used to go on expeditions
Yeah.
all the time, remember? Until about 4 years
Oh,
ago.
of course.
He too faced the crawler. He saw all his soldiers killed by the darkness and nearly died himself. But he survived thanks to our care. He left with a promise that he would return with an army and save us from the crawler. We never saw
Yeah, I seen a
him.
theory the other day.
King Logan did
minute.
not cause this.
Let's pause it. I seen a theory the other day that Logan might have actually been a hero just like our character, and that's how he was able to survive the crawler where all his trained guards weren't able to.
But he did nothing to stop
Which I think is
Now
interesting.
I ask that you do what he would not. Ben Finn has told us of your quest, of your revolution.
Yeah.
There are not
It's a
many
good
warriors
cause.
left among us, but we have ships, and we are willing to fight beside you. Not because your brother wronged us, nor because we
was
thirst
this?
for revenge, but because
Such an
we
in-
want protection.
hello, Lola. I
We
agree.
require aid if we are to survive.
It wouldn't make sense that he's
That
not
is
though
the
when you think of
promise
it. How
we
else
made.
could he survive the
Help
crawler?
us to rebuild Aurora and allow it to become
Like even
a true
Walter
part of your
couldn't
kingdom.
cope with the
Not a
with the
colony,
crawler.
Not a thing to be used, but a place with a voice in your court. Will you make this
A
promise?
voice in my court? Oh goodness me, that's a bit of an ask, isn't it? Well, so I'll agree to this. And if I change my mind, I can just break the promise later.
I
That
promise.
RT is ruining everything.
Then let us go to war.
I hereby promise to rebuild Aurora and protect its people. Right, game, you got to give me something to remove that RT. It's not. It's even staying in the road to roll. Oh my days! This is a ball ache, isn't it? Oh, Renee, we got a load. No, it's here. False alarm. I almost thought it went then.
You have survived a terrible ordeal, But you will be the stronger for it. With Kaelin and the Auroran people on your side, you are finally ready to face your brother. It is time for you and Walter to gather your allies and take Bowerstone Castle.
It does make you think though, doesn't it, if Theresa actually is a hero, you know, from a heroic standpoint, not a villain. Because there's so many things she doesn't tell you that would have come in really handy. Hey, we got blades, I need this. Like, you know, in Fable 2, she flipping set Lucian off on his crusade to rebuild the Spire and enslave half of Albion so that he could get his family back. She told him he could do that sort of stuff. Like, you know, she brought it to his attention and what have you. Same with Logan. Like, she was like telling Logan stuff and what have you. Like, she tells everyone these you know, I guess fake advice. I'm not sure what you'd call it, because she even told Rose at the start of Fable 2, oh, you know, get the money box, get the money, buy the music box, everything will be fine. She got killed. You know, that wasn't a smart and nice thing to do to like a 10-year-old girl or however old she is.
I do not know. The darkness is deep within him. Few ever wake.
But he's improving. I mean, you're doing your thing and he's getting better, right?
I do not wish to give you false hope.
Perhaps it would be better if we allowed him to rest.
Don't worry, he's a tough old nut. He'll pull through.
You've already called him a tough old nut. She's doing it for her own entertainment. At the end of Fable 2, she also took the... She did take the Spire. And hello, CJ.
Yes. Shame first sight had
well,
to be
I can't remember it very well now, but you find the conclusion to Theresa's story in Fable The Journey. The on-rails first-person one. I've only played it once, so I can't remember what happened. Oh, my days, the RT didn't go away.
We didn't exactly find the army we were hoping for.
But that game actually is the conclusion to her story. So I'll have to like watch it on YouTube or something. The main cutscenes, maybe.
So come on, it's time to gather your generals and prepare for battle.
All right then. Getting to do the big boy stuff today. I think you should, Walter. Yeah, because even throughout Fable 2, she was helping Lucian throughout the story as well. Because when your dog is killed, or just before your dog is killed, Theresa disappears, and Hammer asks what he did to Theresa. And he said, the blind seer, all I did was merely listen. So she's given him advice as well.
Is what my men need to do.
That's for the future
Everything.
to decide.
Paige knows the city.
Do it all.
We'll follow her plan.
Fine. I only put mine forward to annoy her anyway.
I see you've really matured on your travels. If you look at the map, we can go through the details.
My ships will take you to the beach here.
We can expect heavy.
Honestly, I wish you could pick between the two. I'd pick Ben just to make it harder on myself, because I know Ben's plan would be stupid and so much worse than Paige's.
And the glory. If Paige takes the west route, it's only fair I take the east.
Which leaves the centre to us. Less chance of getting lost.
Then we're agreed.
Are you sure you're up to this, Walter?
Oh, don't worry about me. I may feel old and tired, but the day hasn't come yet when I can't charge into a good old-fashioned fight. Let the battle for Albion begin.
Alright then, Albion will be mine. Another thing as well that, like, what Theresa does is also when you see that vision of Logan where he says, this is my Albion and I will see it destroyed before... Oh, they will not get rid of that RT at all, will they? Right, what we're going to do, I'm going to save the game, load up a second character, and then come back to this character. Because that is going to bug me throughout this entire, like, 2-hour stream if I got RT on the bloody screen the whole time. Oh, a free present. What's that for? Yeah, sorry about this. This will only take 2 seconds though. And what I think I'm going to do as well is when we get to the point of making or breaking the promises, I'm going to load up this character and show you the alternative outcome for the promise. So then you can see what happens if you break the promise and keep the promise at the same time. Which, you know, this may have been of benefit to you in the stream, but, you know, if I'm lucky, some people on YouTube would not have seen it. Although I do hope you enjoy it, you know, seeing both sides of it, obviously.
We've already lost one ship.
There we go. No RT anymore. Right. It does appear though with Teresa as though living with Twin Blade all of her sort of not young life but sort of teenage years did kind of mess with her and make her a bit more corrupted, or at least selfish. Alright, come on gang. No, friends! And they can't stop me, I got the black drag, I just went amazing. Honestly with this, I don't even need to use my sword anymore.
Plenty more left. The longer we store, the more of our people we die.
Out of the way, soldier! There we go. Ah!
Good shot, soldier.
I disagree, it was not a good shot. It was a cheap shot. Oh, look at that! That was good timing. The mortar exploding right next to us. The second I flip in, connect the first shot on that guy.
He's not getting back up, that's good. They make good targets.
Hello boy Walter, kicking ass and taking names, I see. Left a sword. Oh no, I've got to use blades, haven't I? I got a challenge for my sword to kill things with blades. Can't stop me. Wait, so when other people kill NPCs, do I still get their guild scenes?
Oh, that's just magic.
Or was that just a coincidence and I killed someone up here and it just appeared as though someone else killed the person? Go for a level 4, that should kill him. That was a bit goofy looking, wasn't it?
Should be able to move in closer now. Come on, Kaelin, do your stuff.
Go on, Kaelin, kick some ass with them cannons. And really kill us as well, but you know, don't worry about that.
Ah, a bit of close combat. This is more like it. Recognize old Walter, you hobbrother.
How you feeling, Walter?
Better if you
What did he call him? Your old war? Hob something or other he called him then, didn't he? There you go, level 5. We should kill 1 or 2 with this. No, they spread out too much. Oh no. Go on, one more.
Their masks won't protect them from a smell like that. He should have surrendered.
No, their masks most certainly will not protect them from a barrage of magic swords, Walter, that is for sure. Their masks also won't protect them from me shooting them in the shin, so I'm not sure what your point is, really. What, my head? I really doubt Logan wants me dead.
I can still aim straight.
They deserve to die for what they did to Swifty.
I have my kill. I go for a level 5 on this bad boy. There's still like 4 of them there, so there's a good chance. Oh wow, that was good.
It's a fine sword, isn't it? Especially when it's going through your guts.
Right then, gents, what do you got? Well, these are what's it called, ranged guards. So yeah, those ones, I'd say those should die faster. So now that I've come back to this part of the game, I know it's not like, you know, this huge bombastic battle and stuff. It has aged a bit, but I feel like, oh, that audio wasn't good. I feel like this sort of scene here is quite underappreciated and really good for its time, especially. Oh, I love him!
You almost blew us up.
You saw a glorious beacon of freedom burning in the night for all the... What is it, Boulder? Oh, bloody hell. Move! Move!
Oh, bloody hell.
It'll take more than a grenade to
I love that line. Oh, Sabine, such a great guy. Oh, bloody hell. Move, move! Hey, is that just a guy? Or is that one of the resistance members? Well, we've got to keep killing people with unweaved blades. Like I said, make sure I've actually got the sword equipped, because if I'm using the wrong sword right now, I'm going to be quite annoyed with myself.
The armory is at your disposal.
Shard bone. You don't need me to do anything with blades, do you? No? Good. Wolfbane. Ah, yeah, channeler. 100 enemies. Well, progress is being made, if nothing else. I'm gonna keep doing it to these guys, although I would recommend you attempt this weapon upgrade on like wolves and hobs and hollow men, not elite guards.
Only a flesh wound.
Well, that took care of another one.
Where did those swords come from?
That up and we'll get no time.
Go on. Get a barrage of blades to the face. Alright, Walty boy. Lead the way, I guess, because you love to run off. Oh god.
Well, we're the best.
Right.
Logan's elite.
So it's a shame that they don't let you get Walter's sword, because that is a badass sword. That's basically a claymore he's holding in one hand. The thing is huge.
Ah, they're not used to dealing with magic.
Why would they be? Not many people use magic. Well, to be fair, more people in this universe use magic than you would be led to believe. Alright, hold the revolution. I got a dig spot. We'll come back to this revolution in 2 moments. Something's come up. Alright, where were we? Okay, revolution! Hey, I told you to hold off on it. I was doing something. Now look at you, getting more. Oh no, this is one of the guys I just told to stop doing stuff. Alright, come on, get level 5. We'll just go level 5s on these fools. And if I'm lucky, the NPCs will only weaken them enough for me to kill them, not to get the kill on them themselves. Some one guy, so level 4 would be enough.
I don't think Caelin's going to be able to blow this one up.
We're supposed to open doors for
Well, not with that attitude. She put her effort into it, she probably could.
Shut up, then.
Yeah, shut up, Ben.
Nicked one of the sons. Hey, if they didn't want to get killed, they shouldn't work for tyrants. Stopped you.
Well, they need to get paid though, don't they? Like, you know. Like, let's be fair here. They may not want to work for Logan. They might just need, you know, gold for their, you know, for their family to have a house, shelter, food. The army, you know, the men in the army aren't necessarily evil. They're just doing what they have to survive, to get by.
There's no way we're getting past that barrier.
God, Walter, when did you get so pessimistic? Of course we get past it. I'll just shoot a million swords at it. I do like how this Blades kind of ignores all the friendly NPCs and just goes right at the enemies. And I mean that from the standpoint of it doesn't, you know, they don't get caught on the friendly NPCs and just stick into them and do no damage. You know, and then they're just a wasted spell attempt, is what I mean. I came here first, Walter. You can't tell me where to go when I've already gone there.
Because you are going to die.
I'm not a traitor. I am the head of the rebellion, or the revolution. I got fucking fined for that. I must have accidentally killed a rebellion member.
She's using some kind of witchcraft. Destroy her quickly.
Witchcraft?
Good shot.
I'm Lady Grey the Second then, am I?
Well struck, soldier.
Right, get in for another level 5 on these fools. Right, there's quite a few of them. The blades are spreading out quite a lot there.
That was a satisfying shot.
Ah, that one at the back is... Oh no, it's just in range, I think. No, just out of range. Alright. There we go, we got him. Yeah, have a magical sword right up the anus. That's what you deserve, apparently.
We have to find a way past this gate.
Always with the damn gates.
What we need are explosives. But I used mine up on
I
the way
just
here.
hit an
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy old man who enjoyed blowing things up. Ha ha! Did you see that boulder that the whole city bowed to our thunder? Hang on. How did you get to the other side in the first place? Dwellers have their ways, my boy. Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops.
Dwellers have their ways, my boy.
Kane's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off. Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the crown fits.
Let's finish this for
Oh,
good,
cheers.
while I can still stand up on my own.
Hey, look how, like, you know, creepy my character looks. He got a big suit of armor. These like, proper, like, dark black eye makeup. Looks proper menacing. Like, oh yeah, let's get you on the throne. That's who I want to follow. The clown, clad in armor, and who likes to kill people.
Ah, there's a killer walking amongst us.
Shall we knock?
See?
No. Let's surprise him.
So, this is how it ends. The old fool and the child who ran away. You've finally become the woman I always wanted you to be.
She's a lot more than that, and now she's ready to take your place.
Perhaps the time has come for someone else to lead Albion.
You were never a leader, just another tyrant.
Did it ever occur to you that I may have had good reason to be?
We're not interested in your reasons.
Cower behind ignorance if you will, but my sister deserves to know the truth.
Save it for the trial, Logan. You can beg for your life then.
See, it's interesting because he actually, Logan is not a villain. He actually was trying to save Albion. Just unlike our character, I guess he didn't. Either isn't a hero, or he didn't know he was one. So he didn't know he was capable. Oh my God! See, look how evil I look. I didn't know I had full-on red hair. Oh yeah, evil clown if ever I've seen one. The evil clown queen of Albion. Yeah, they would not be happy that I am now in power. Oh, we've got some audio crackles going on here. Result of backwards compatibility, just so we're on the same page here. Not my game specifically going downhill. I've checked it on multiple consoles, so it's definitely not my my game. because it's happened on all consoles. Multiple deletes and reinstalls as well.
The Queen of Albion. You've made it.
Yeah, look at me.
Just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now.
I'd be terrified if an evil clown was my... Oh, it'd be horrifying. Can you imagine if when Queen Elizabeth... is it Queen Elizabeth II? Or I'll just say Queen Elizabeth. It is the second, though, I believe. Dies, we get...
May I say what an extraordinary...
You know, the new Queen of Britain is an evil clown. It'd be terrifying.
I assure you.
I wouldn't leave my house.
Yet to experience vast wealth. That, Your Majesty,
Shut up,
is an
Hobson.
example of the sense of humour which will no doubt make our time together such a delight.
No doubt. Well, I'll leave you two to get better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial?
Trial? What trial?
The very first item
the trial. Of course, the trial.
Among my other qualities, I am well versed in toadying, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful
I am an expert at
following a well-scheduled
time dismanagement, I guess.
If you will permit me, here are today's appointments.
What we got here? Judge Logan, former King of Albion. Set tax policy. Talk to Reaver in Bowerstone Industrial. Consider proposal to rebuild the Bowerstone Old Quarter.
I'm sure you will do a marvellous job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty. Your subjects wait in the throne room for what is sure to be
locked.
historic
To the Queen, apparently. It's interesting, isn't it? Oh, the door's locked. What of it, though? I am the ruler of Albion. This is my castle. Open the fucking door, innit? What are you doing? Locking my doors? Absolutely absurd. Yeah, so basically, I am going to go just for every evil option I can. We're going balls to the wall evil. Every choice we have will be the bad one. Even if it's not the choice I would necessarily want to make, it is the choice I shall make.
Former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it.
Suffered for his glory.
Let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work. But killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer, Teresa, our mother's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness.
Well, they would be mine anyway, wouldn't they?
This is true. If it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
Right, we are, like I said, we're going evil all the way.
And death, sister. Now choose.
So, normally here I would choose to pardon him because he actually didn't do anything wrong in the grand scheme of things. He was trying to help the only way he knew how to, I guess. Because no one is equipped for that. But
you can't escape.
We shall execute him.
Done, Logan. I sentence you to death.
The Queen has made her decision. Logan will pay for his crimes against the people of Albion with his life.
Oh, they are actually. I didn't remember if they showed you an execution, but they do. Probably making you live with this choice, aren't they? Pretty sure he would have been stripped of his kingly armor, not just his crown. Yeah. Deed 1 is done. Oh, come on, Teresa, leave me alone.
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are queen.
Oh, what have I got to do with that, huh? What else?
Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater.
Ah, see? So Logan was telling the truth this whole time. Yeah, that vision that he showed us earlier, like I said, with when Logan says he will destroy Albion and let it, like, you know, he burn it to the ground and let it be destroyed, wherever he says, was kind of like, you know, we weren't shown the whole vision, I believe, in that one. It was showing us a bit to manipulate it for us.
If you do not succeed, everything we know will come to an end.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never
Yeah,
about
question her.
Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know. Only with a hero wearing the
How can you be so sure?
do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare, and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you.
I bet this darkness doesn't believe in a thing called love.
You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler. But understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have one
just like
to do what
Logan
Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced, and be the hero that can stand against it.
What am I picking now? I choose this one. Alright, we got 47. I need 100 for each of these. I'm pretty sure as well, all we need is like the pie maker and what have you at the moment as well, so shall not be hard to max out the character, because we've got all the skills and stats except for the level 5 ones. Hi friends!
Your Majesty, I'm not sure what to say
And
after
as I.
receiving such news. The darkness that is coming. People won't understand what it means. Nobody could, without living through it first. We need to prepare. If we can't stop the attack from happening, we have to be ready when it comes. You will need to raise a fortune to pay for the army we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury, and I'm sure he can explain just how to fill it.
Indeed I can.
Then I will leave you to it. Ben and I
Good
will
man.
begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me, Your Majesty.
Right, Hobson.
How I have looked forward to this moment.
What to see in the treasury? The Glorious Treasury. Oh, look at it. 400 grand. That's all that Logan managed to save. The total... God, I'm so much richer than Albion.
It's, well, not as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room shimmering with hills, valleys, and plateaus of gold. A topography of
so much more money than Albion.
all the way up to the ceiling. It will
oh, could you imagine, Hobson?
To build this army everyone is talking about. Which brings us to the second item on today's agenda, and one I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say
yes, he was.
This has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have three clear choices, Your Majesty.
So you keep them the same, raise them further.
Which one could argue would help the poor and the hungry, but would also leave the treasury in a miserable state. 2, maintain Logan's policies. Not a popular move with the people, but moderately popular with the treasury. And 3, and don't let my enthusiasm influence you in any way.
Okay, I won't.
The taxes even further. True, many will suffer in the short term, but we will be able to protect the kingdom and run our fingertips over vast amounts of gold in this very room. What will it be, Your Majesty?
Well, Hobson, you make a compelling argument. Let's rub our fingers across that gold, shall we? Or run our fingers. Let's not rub our fingers on gold.
Oh. Sight, is it not? Breathe in that gilded air. Our tax collectors have not wasted any time carrying out your wishes. Certainly some people will starve to death, but it's a small price to pay for the security.
It is a small price to pay, I suppose.
If you carry on being this decisive, the treasury will soon be overflowing. Perhaps.
Yeah, I believe you need 6.5 million.
Money for yourself. Wink, wink.
Oh, I'll treat
However
myself.
you decide to proceed, you should acquaint yourself with the Royal Ledger. It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury. A most useful financial tool. But my, look at the time. You really ought to attend to the next item on today's agenda.
Oh, dearie me. Talk to Reva in Bowerstone Industrial.
Reva
I will do just that then.
Proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now,
right, wait a minute. Before we do that, shut up, Hobson. I can't. Never mind.
But it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Reva can, I assure you. I have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized. So
good man. Oh no, but I wasn't. Damn it! I wasn't finished in here. Ah, my peasants. Right, before we do this.
Tell you what joy it brings. You've acquired
Have I got enough gold yet? No. So I think you need 5.5 million. Then you can collect this extra gold key up here. So I'll just keep playing a little bit. There's a certain quest related to this part anyway, where the evil option is to put the money in your own personal fund, which will put me 6.5 that I need. Well, I'm going to make that choice anyway because it's the evil one. Then I'll just transfer the money back because it needs to be in the treasury.
Her Majesty, the Queen of Albion, graces us with her radiant presence. I knew
brilliant!
We met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry. And now, here I am, to assist you in filling your coffers till they are fit to burst.
Ah, good man, River, good man.
What better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies? There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth. But my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise.
Did
now.
I?
And what would you have us
I don't
do
recall
with
that.
this snotty little indigents?
The only way Bowerstone is going to climb out of the gutter is through education. Nothing is more important to our future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of the city the chance they never had.
A school? Oh, that's an original thought. Well, if you'd like to be known as a pauper monarch, then by all means, listen to her. Reaver Industries will abide by your decision.
Let's get it done, Reaver, my man.
The factory will be reopened as it was. We need all the workers we can get.
A most astute choice, Your Majesty. I shall begin the necessary modifications at once.
I will never forgive you for this.
Oh,
After all we've done, you're no different to Logan.
Says who? What do you know?
Welcome to the reopening of Reaver Industries Youth Center, where we care for your young 20 hours a day, teach them
20 hours a day?
and ensure
Jeez.
they never, ever get into trouble.
Well, that is barbaric, isn't it? 20 hours a day. Consider proposal to rebuild the Bowerstone Old Quarter. Right. So I believe I have the option to move around now. Cool. So like I said, I'll quickly show you what the alternate choice is here. Actually, I got to show you this choice first, haven't I? So it just remains the same, as you can see here. It's just like a rundown building, and then inside it's the same as all factories within this game. So let's save the game here. You know, the game did just save a moment ago, but I don't want to risk it. And now let's quickly load up the good character. I'm 90% certain this character has all good choices. It's generally what I do anyway. I normally just pick all the good choices. So let's hope that's what this character is. Alright, now me, don't let me down. Well, it looks nice here, doesn't it? So I must have picked the right, not right, but the good options. Shut up, you. So this is what it looks like if you change it into a school. So the same sort of building, but now the upper door is opened. Then when you come inside, you got some nice tables here, worn tables, as it would turn out. Got a nice board. You know, it's not very different in the grand scheme of things. To be fair, it's very similar. In they didn't get rid of these bits of machinery. They've just added some tables by here and some weird smoke effect. Also, I believe there's an Easter egg by here. Yeah. Is that box? It's a game development company, I believe. I can't remember what it is though for certain. But yeah, Easter egg, and you got so yeah, that's what it looks like if you choose to do the good or the bad option. Both options result in something very similar. I won't show you the next one because it is literally rebuild Bowerstone. So it's either going to make it look like it used to or remain damaged, and you've already seen what it used to look like. Right, go to the throne room. Hey, don't you at me, I'm the queen! It's weird to proclaim to be the queen so adamantly as a man. The evil clown queen has returned. you're a dog. Okay. Can I rent out the castle? No? Oh well, it's a shame, I guess. Come on, I just rented out your castle.
All stand to attention
Kill him.
for the Queen of Albion.
Execute
Today,
them all.
You will decide
You do not
what
boo
is
at the
to
Queen.
be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter, site of the battle for Albion. Paige will offer her proposal. Reaver shall stand against her.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You have done little to improve the lives of your citizens since you came to power. But it's not too
Hey,
late
shut up,
to
you. I've
start.
only been queen for like
I ask
10
that
minutes.
the old quarter be rebuilt, and its former residents rehomed. You wouldn't just be helping those in great need. You'd be sending a message to your people. They're
What sort of a
scared,
message?
Your Majesty. Let them know they can count on you.
Your Majesty, the old quarter was indeed devastated by your glorious triumph.
Oh, I love Reaver, what a guy. And hello, how's it going?
It was
Thank you for dropping by.
the cost of rebuilding the area would be a colossal waste of money, and the people who called its decrepit shambles of streets and houses their home are better off without it. Besides, one must question what they have to offer our society. Why build homes for the inept and the unskilled? I recommend you reject Paige's proposal and keep the money for more deserving endeavors.
It was our actions that caused the devastation, Your Majesty. But the final
was?
decision rests with you.
Well, that would cost me half of my money. So we're going to have to reject it, I'm afraid.
Now is not the time to build houses. We have other priorities. The request is denied.
The Queen has reached her decision. The Old Quarter shall become a monument to our victory, and is to be left untouched.
Sanity prevails. And do not
It's a shame they don't let you revisit these choices and, like, you know, repair them later.
You have turned your
Once
back
you've
on those
accrued
who
like
need you the
20
most.
million gold,
I wonder
then
if
just fix it up.
anything has really changed since we overthrew your brother.
Yeah. Now there's a person with a vagina on the throne, not a person with a penis. Obviously.
Despite
God.
the heartless demands of the greedy few, we are proud to announce that
The heartless
historic
demands.
site of Bowerstone Old Quarter will forever be preserved as a monument to this city's greatest triumph. Join me, Reaver, in saluting our proud heritage.
I like how he twists it to be a good thing that we didn't fix it.
Is there a more beautiful spectacle than a big pile of gold?
I love Reaver. Same. He's fantastic. The way how he can just turn anything in his favour is just so good.
As a matter of fact,
Yes, we
our
are.
very first order of business might have a bearing on our financial situation. The time has come
All right,
to
Hobson,
decide
lay it
the
on me.
annual town guard budget. As you can imagine, the people like to complain about crime and the lack of safety on our streets, and are calling for more guards than your brother was
Yeah.
ever willing to pay for. You have three choices, Your Majesty. Leave the budget as it is. After all, the people have grown accustomed to murder, theft, and contraband. Increase the budget and fill the streets with soldiers keeping the peace. A rather costly solution. Or take a more considered approach by lowering the budget. For what is the point of a safe, well-policed kingdom when it is too poor to protect itself from sudden annihilation?
Well, Hobson, my man, you make a very, very compelling argument. Let's lower that budget, shall we?
Very wise, Your Majesty. Better to have a city full of criminals than a city full of very dead people. Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's business.
Why not
Here is
corpses?
the
Why does he
royal
say dead
schedule
people?
I have prepared.
Righty then. So look, decide on the castle's decoration, rule on this status of Aurora, Right, so yeah, I'll do the two, and then I'll show you the two differences at the same time, rather than loading back and forth after every single option, because that's just gonna take forever.
See, you have a busy day in the court, but a tremendously enjoyable one. Decoration
Oh,
is a passion of
so
mine.
enjoyable.
I simply cannot wait to see your choice. The interior designers await you in the throne room.
Alright, let's go see these interior designers then, shall we? Oh, 5 million, we're getting there. So I'm gonna have to make sure I get to this choice before I finish the next quest.
Her Majesty, the Queen of Albion.
Because that way I can just keep the money from the
Today
gem
you
and transfer
decide
my
on the
money
decor
into
of
the
castle.
treasury. Because it'll make me good
Two of
when I
Albion's
transfer my
greatest
money.
interior designers have come to present their suggestions.
You may speak.
One's a hippie and one's a prostitute. You gotta love the contrast.
I am Herman Worthy, and I have a design in mind that
At
will
least buy their
blow
outfits
your little
anyway.
royal socks off. Imagine a celestial scheme.
I have big
capable
royal
of
socks,
lifting the
thank you.
shadows that haunt these halls. A fabulous balance of serene hues that announce to the world, I am a strong, virtuous leader. Hear me roar. But also, look how pretty my home is. You are an enlightened queen. Let the heart of your castle be enlightened too.
Look how pretty my home
Celestial?
is.
Serene? Pretty? Do you wish to be known as a ruler or as a fool? I am Sybil Maleficent, Your Majesty, and I can tell
Maleficent.
you that people respect what they fear. This castle should be a fortress of dread. I propose that
I like where she's going with
the
this.
rooms and corridors with blood, or at least a suitable paint substitute. Let all those who look upon this palace know terror, whether they be your subjects or your enemies.
It may seem trivial, but appearances can affect the opinion of the entire kingdom.
I do wish they kind of disguised the choices a little bit more. Not good decor and evil decor. They could have done, like, you know, bright or dark. Just not make it so blatantly like this is evil decor.
I wish this to be a fortress of dread.
The readers of Castle Design Weekly will be delighted with your intelligent
Castle
choice.
Design
Well,
Weekly?
I, for one, am seriously considering cancelling my subscription. You're all witches.
Alright, so there's the castle sorted, so we'll be coming back here to show you the other design of the castle momentarily.
Today you
There
decide
we go.
on the future of Aurora.
Not sure if that's much of a fortress of dread, just read about the place.
Kaelin will speak for her people. Riva will
Alright,
dispute
Kaelin.
her cause.
You may speak.
I am here to seek the protection you promised. It is
700
too long
grand?
since
Whew, it's
my
expensive,
people
Kaelin.
felt safe, or knew of life without suffering. We were honored to join your fight to claim Albion. Now it is time we joined your kingdom. Do what your brother failed to do. Help us to rebuild Aurora and protect it as you would your own land.
There is nothing so noble as embracing other cultures, and I, for one, could not be
Lay it on me,
happy
Riva,
to
what do you
count
got?
Aurora
Lay it on me.
as part of Albion. But surely they must work for that privilege, and I happen to know just how to put them to good service. There is an abandoned mine in the Auroran desert that holds enough materials to benefit the whole kingdom. Let us employ Kaelin and her people to gather what resources there may be. That can be their payment.
You're talking about forced labor.
Well, let's not get bogged down in semantics. It's a fair transaction.
I know
It's a
you will
fair
not break your
transaction.
oath. You understand what we have been through.
The choice is yours, Your Majesty.
I understand, Kaelin, but I'm afraid money talks. And that's a lot of
Aurora
dollars.
will become
Gold
part
coins.
of Albion. But they must work for this privilege.
The Queen has spoken. Aurora shall be mined for resources. Its people shall receive the protection of the throne in exchange for their labor.
You are no better than your brother. He may have left
Well,
us
I'm
to
slightly
die,
better.
but you wish only to exploit us.
Ah, what a benevolent ruler I am, eh?
Welcome to the new and improved Aurora, an oasis of friendship, camaraderie, and valuable resources. Visit the city that Reaver Industries rebuilt from sand and tour the local mines where you can witness the Aurorans' refreshingly vigorous work ethic. Aurora, a gem glowing in the darkness.
So it would appear.
A wise decision in court today, Your Majesty. While it is true that your
Thank you.
popularity in Aurora has suffered, the people closer to home are not too concerned. This could prove to be a very profitable arrangement. And speaking of Aurora and profits, we may have stumbled upon some very exciting news in that area.
Well, what is
it?
it?
Seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals, and understandably set out to find it, without a moment's regard for their own lives. Which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings protecting the treasure. Think of the glory, Your Majesty, the adventure, the romance,
the large
sums of money we stand to make. The diamond is located in one of the caves beneath the Auroran wasteland, reportedly the site of an ancient abandoned temple.
I do like ancient abandoned temples. Right, so before we do that, like I said, we'll quickly have a little look at the castle here, and then we'll travel to the city of Aurora. So then you can see, so obviously we've just got loads of red in the castle, red carpets, red walls. Other than that, there doesn't appear to be anything menacing. Like the suits of armor, but I'm pretty sure that's standard. We got the flags here. Like I said, you know, it's just a red castle. There's literally nothing evil about it. That's why I feel like that choice being labelled as the evil choice is a bit of an exaggeration, to say the least. Alright, then we got Aurora here. It's quite dark here, as you can see. There's loads of sort of wooden structures and frames all over the place here. Let's see if we can find that mine quickly. Right, I'll run over here. So this is where the little town market is. So look, where is the mine here? I haven't chosen the evil Aurora or like evil playthrough. Evil choices, I guess, in such a long time that I don't recall. I don't think it's here, because this is where the woman who once dies lives, or flowers as she'll turn into dies. Alright, where's the mine? Oh, I know where it is, man. It's on the right side. From where we are now, it's down here and to the right. It's obviously not a mine if you pick the good option. Is it right here?
Boo!
Shut up. No one asked you.
Awful.
There we go. So here's the mine. Oh, there's the front door. Just pop on in here. I assume this will be a loading screen? No? Oh, yeah, it is loading screen, okay. Horrible! Now we've got all our slave labour in here. or manual labour. It's not slavery, technically. I suppose it kind of is. But this is like a whole extra area that you don't have access to if you pick the good option. Like, there's no way of seeing this giant badass flipping shinobi by here. More, you know, if I had to guess, there's probably a
The armory is at your disposal.
probably a couple treasure chests in here. There's light in the breaches too. Hehe. Walter would be proud. I didn't put out the light. Right, as you can see as well, there's actually a few flip switch stands here, so there's probably something here that we can sort of interact with, in addition to what we already have interacted with. Maybe I'm wrong. So look, where's he going? Alright, okay, he's just chilling there, right? Let's try and find these flip switches then. Like I said, I haven't done this evil option in such a long time.
You are scaring me, Your Majesty.
Well, unlucky, you know, I'm shooting flip switches here. Or flit switches. Gotta keep our eyes out for them.
Sand furies come from. I could use a breath of fresh air.
Oops. Slowly now. So for whatever reason, my gun just will not hit from that range. Here we go. Here's another one. Would have been good if I noticed sooner, so I didn't have to run back up here. But better I notice now than running all the way down to the bottom and then coming back and figuring out that I missed that one, innit?
That's attractive.
What's attractive? An evil woman? Or my outfit?
Those veins are not going to extract themselves. It feels uncomfortable to be
That's why it wouldn't work. I need to punch it with my sword. Alright, just keep looking. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for dropping by. I hope you enjoy your, I don't know, your stay here, I guess. Mustache and goatee. Oh yeah, that was worth the dig, that was.
Something is wrong here. I can feel it.
Can you feel it in your fingers? Can you feel it in your toes? I'll quickly finish what I'm doing here, then I'm going to load up the other character so I don't forget to do that, to show you the happy Aurora. Although a lot of people in my base game boo me at the moment, because I think I accidentally took some, well, I traded money into the treasury, like 20 million of it, and I think I took some of it back, and then it gave me some evil points, which is bollocks, because I gave them like 20 million gold. Took some of it back, and then the game's like, oh, you can't do that. That's evil. Auroran tattoo. Is that all of them? I honestly don't even know. Well, I haven't been there. I haven't travelled all the way down on that side, so maybe there's one or two more over there. Alright, let's run back up and around. Just check there. Obviously, wherever this is going to be, it can't be anything too extravagant. Because if it is, that means it's like a unique weapon or something locked behind this evil choice. Which, you know, there is stuff like that in the game, like I mentioned before, the Demon Door in Aurora. Depending on what weapon you get from it is based on... no, the weapon you get depends on your morality. So if you're good, you get a certain 1 or 2 weapons, and if you're evil, you'll get it from a different set of weapons. So there is that. But I think this is a little bit different, you know, like... I don't know, the Dark Sanctum, if you choose not to do any evil quests, you'll never unlock the Dark Sanctum. And there is a legendary weapon in there which you can only acquire through going through the Dark Sanctum. But I imagine that mission would remain active until you decide to complete it. Or I could be wrong.
This area is getting cluttered, people. Remember, a neat work area is a safe work area.
Am I missing anything here? Have you noticed if I've missed any of the switches by any chance? I can't see anymore. But you're not.
It feels uncomfortable.
And the fact that you just even considered an uprising. I did not start a rebellion to be rebelled against instantly. You punk. So look here. Have we got all? I don't even know. Oh, there's red circles in front of them. Ah, right, there's 2 which don't have little red circles. So I guess there are still 2 somewhere in the world. Where could they be? So we're about to hit an hour and 15 minutes. I'll come back to those in my own time. Unless I happen to bump into one now on my way back up. I'm only checking now because I will be swapping to the other character. I haven't forgot. Let's just quickly see if there's any back here. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Unlikely, but not impossible. Alright.
Ah, hello.
So let's quickly show you what Aurora and the castle look like if you choose the good options in the game. Again, the castle is not much of a difference. It's literally just a colour palette swap, really. I think it says blue, which is the Fable colour for good. Just like Star Wars, blue and red lightsabers. Although green is also good, and so is yellow. But you know, the blue is the original one, I guess. There we are.
Oh my!
So as you can see, it is just the wallpaper and the carpets have been replaced with blue ones. So the castle does look just a little more vibrant, and the red kind of made it a bit more grim, I guess. But I don't like that, because red is my favourite colour. So if I wanted the castle to look, you know, the way how I would like it with red, it's apparently me being evil. And then we got Aurora by here, started at the same point. And as you can see, there's a lot less sort of scaffolding like objects in the world. The town just looks nice and peaceful. I'll try and show you where the mine is as well. So obviously you got your market down here. It's basically the same, except now it's brighter basically. There's less scaffolding. There's not sort of dark mist and depression all over the place. It just looks nice. And up here where the mine is, you will instead find like a nice shrine by here, and this is the old sort of abandoned mine.
Ah, hello.
Hello, Jasper. There we go. So like, obviously I'm not going to go into like monstrous detail showing you all the nooks and crannies because it's going to take too much time, and there are still more choices to be made. Oh, without... Right, is that enough?
I have arranged the raw
Hey, here we go.
as well as your trophies
So it's
and
5 million you need. There we are. So you don't actually get recognition for collecting it.
will accrue here in a sort of golden heap.
And now I'm going to transfer all of my money to the treasury. Because, like, literally, if you keep any sort of noticeable amount, you will stop the... There's basically a treasure chest at the bottom. And I think you can have like 20 grand or something before that chest gets covered in gold. And annoyingly, you can only transfer 1 million at a time, so... Doing this will make me good, by the way, which is a ball ache. But the next choice I have is to either transfer the money from a gem to the treasury or keep it for my own pocket. If I transfer it to the treasury, obviously that's good. If I keep it for myself, it's evil. And since I've already transferred enough money to save everyone in Albion, it doesn't matter if I keep that money now. And I'll give him like 400 grand as well, so I just keep 10 grand for myself, and that should be little enough for me.
I love the colour of gold, and the brilliance is quite good. Hard to go wrong with the divine heaviness.
Quite good. Right, I get him exactly 400 grand. Oh shit, I didn't pay attention there. My bad. My bad. Kind of zoned out. Right, come on, game, speed it up. Alright, here we go, nice and slow. There we go. Right, transfer to a different room, go back to the treasury. No, 10 grand is still too much. Alright, fine.
The lectern contains a record of all your recent transactions.
Right, I have nothing now. I have no money whatsoever in my own personal fund. And there we are. There is a treasure chest at the very back here. And you need that key at the very top to open this. And you can get the swinging sword in here, which is the strongest sword in the game. We've got the Sand Goose, which is the strongest rifle in the game. This incredibly powerful rifle was created by the weapon master Sandy Goose. His talents were so sought out that he became a hermit. This is his masterpiece, and is all that remains of him. We will not be using this. 5 gold. Guild chest tattoo. Oh yeah, let's get a guild tattoo on, is it?
The sanctuary shop has some... You've
Pick
acquired
some
a full
bobs.
royal suit,
Oh, new
which I have
bits.
displayed in the place of honour, which reminds
Pick
me,
up
I have
tattoos.
to find somewhere else to store my spare apron.
Your spare apron. Dragon Breath, these are DLC ones. Industrial. Balance. Royal. Old Kingdom, that's good. Aurora, come on, where's my guild? There we go. Yeah, guild tattoos. So I believe my character now is ridiculously benevolent after transferring over 4 million gold into the treasury. As we can see, there will be no casualties now. As a result of me being super nice there. I can't get to you, dog. Fuck it. We'll never know what's in that dig spot now. Alright, let's go collect us a gem. Yeah, I was really hoping to get the swinging sword. Obviously, this is a sword and pistol playthrough, so that sword would have come in so handy. I have no money, I can't buy anything now. Let's just ignore everything. Shut up. Attaboy. Oh, wait a minute. Right.
Welcome to the
actually,
sanctuary.
let me go to the treasury. Let me.
Fancy a bit of counting, do you?
Let me take 2 million back. Oh, let me just take 1 million, because that should make me evil enough anyway. Yeah, I am doing a bit of bookkeeping. Oh, I changed my mind. Let's do 2. Let's do 2 million. This will result in a couple of casualties for Albion, but we still have time anyway, I believe. Ah, you moron! I pressed no. I just want to. Oh no, I can't open the demon door in this playthrough anyway. What am I doing? This is a no demon door playthrough. Alright, sorry. Let me just quickly transfer that money back, just in case I don't get any other options. No, what am I doing? I do have options. There's plenty more. There's Bower Lake. There's military outpost. There's a few others I can think of off the top of my head. I'm fine. I probably could take another 1 million out of it, and fuck, I shit myself then. Damn you, Sand Fury, he's scaring me. Ah! Nice, enough of that. See, that was a really cool animation, but you probably didn't even see that, because I didn't notice what it was until after it happened. But the Sand Fury like jumped over me and my character dropped to her back and shot them in the head. Or shot them somewhere while lying on their back. But normally they change it so... Oh! You got a better camera angle. Hey, for completing quests. Whoops. Wrong spell.
The armory is at your disposal.
Oh, why wouldn't it be? It's my armory. I need to get kills with blades, 100 kills to be precise, to make my current sword better. I believe it'll give it some, it's like 15 damage or something like that. Ignore him. Find the Auroran... I will find the Auroran Diamond. Don't you worry. What's he found? Dig spot. Go on then. Yeah, based on where we are in the story now, there's a chance we might finish the game today. I won't be streaming tomorrow, or at least there's a high likelihood I won't be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be going down to visit my family over the weekend. I haven't been able to see them properly for over like nearly 2 years. I've seen them a little bit here and there, but I moved quite far away from my family for a year, and you know, like the lockdown and everything happened while I was there. I've been able to see them for about a month in those 24 months. So looking forward to seeing them for the weekend. If I have time, I will do a stream or two over the weekend. If not, I'll be starting again on Monday or Tuesday, depending on when I get back. Of course, this is irrelevant to people watching on YouTube. But actually it's not. I've got my stream schedule back, like, you know, as I want it to be. I actually upload my videos on YouTube on time again. Have a nice trip, thank you. I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't seen my mum properly in a while. Going to be seeing my cousin. I got that really cool, I'm not sure if you know of it, Jasco Games and Angry Joe did a Street Fighter board game. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it. I probably have, but I have a shit memory. So I'm going to be taking that down with me and play that with my cousin. It'll be great fun. And I'll hopefully meet up with a few friends as well, but you know, with COVID and such a short notice, there's a chance they won't be free. But fingers crossed someone will. Oh, yeah, you maul them, dog. Show them who's boss. I've never done it, but I've always wanted to do a playthrough of Fable where I buy every house, but don't rent them out. So I buy and move in every single property in Albion, just to see if the NPCs complain about there being nowhere to live. Do you reckon that's a thing? What was this? Oh, fingers crossed. Yeah, it would be nice. Have you ever done that, by the way? Have you ever bought every house in Albion just to see if the residents kick off that there are no homes for them to live in and everyone has to be homeless because some greedy adventurer bought all the property and didn't rent any of it out? I haven't. But so did I. I just suddenly thought about it. It's like, oh, there's a flower. We're ignoring them. I wonder what would happen if I did keep them all for myself. It would obviously make getting money very hard. What with you know, renting being the most efficient way to get money. I might try it. I have a character on Fable 3 that I started for some reason, never finished, and I'm still early in the game. When I'm visiting my family now, I might play a little bit of that character just to see, you know, if people complain about one town at least. Because all I really got to do is buy a few houses and make enough money to buy a shop. Then once I can buy a shop, I can then swap the houses to move into them rather than rent them. And then I can find out if the town kicks off that there's no houses for them. Oh, look at that diamond. Just be known as like the greediest person in Albion, or the most selfish person in Albion. There's a silver key back here as well. You want to get that bad boy? We're nearly halfway through the keys. The Desert Star. Well, it's mine now. And no one else will get this diamond off me. What do you reckon? Do you think the NPCs will do anything? Or do you reckon that's just going to be something that Lionhead never actually considered someone doing, so they just didn't program it to have any sort of in-game reaction? Because personally, I think nothing will happen. I think the NPCs will just go on with their lives pretending they actually have somewhere to live when really they don't. Oh wait, I'm not using another health potion. Ah, damn it, finally I use a health potion. Look, I'm trying to get out of the radius of my attack. The fools! There is no escape. Keep the level 4s coming. I'll check your message in a second. Once these fools are dead. The good news is they are starting to die. I like how they run away, like, oh, I don't want to get caught in the in that attack, and then as soon as I actually, you know, let go of B, they run into the bloody attack. I don't think they'll say anything, but it would be funny if they did. But that's what mindset is. I think they won't say anything. I don't think they're going to care, or they're not going to register that all the houses are owned by one person. But on the off chance that they do, it could be hilarious. Ah, have it. We've got only 2 more. I'll have to use my sword, see if I get if I've killed 100 things with blades yet. Aha! No, still not killed 100 yet. Just keep it going. If I recall correctly, there's an area in here soon where I'll get swarmed by a load of bats. That will, you know, I assume they will count. If they count, that should give a nice boost to my number of enemies killed with swords, or blades even. Oh no, they must only spawn when you come back. Never mind. On a first visit, it's just the Sand Furies. Also, by the way, Sand Furies, the Aurorans don't mind me taking the diamond, so why do you care so much? You uncivilized savages. And luckily for me, they didn't go for a pincer attack, because that could have been troublesome if I got attacked on both sides. And go for level 5. Well, that Sand Fury was fucked there, wasn't she? No, you're supposed to die now. There we go. Yeah, come on, 100 kills. No. I'm not going to pause the game and find out how close I am, because I've done a lot of pausing recently. So, get a bit more gameplay out of it, innit? Have you got much planned for your day today then, Lola? Or have you just got a nice chilled day ahead of you? What, they're playing battle music despite no enemies being near me. Alright, game. Sensible. There we go, take a spot. Alright, yeah, go on. I ignored you on the way in. Let's grab you now. Return to Hobson. Alright, let's go to Hobson. Mostly a chill day with a couple of college assignments. How about you? Ah, fair enough. Well, it's 7 o'clock for me, so most of my day has gone. I had just another, you know, just trip to the centre, really. Had a nice walk, got a bit of exercise. Sorting things out for tomorrow. I need to do some packing. Finally going to be able to give my family their Christmas presents, so I need to organise what I'm taking in a very efficient manner, because I'm going to have like that board game. Going to be taking my my Xbox, so I'll have something to do when I'm not, you know, talking to family or hanging out with friends and such. got to take spare clothes and everything, and got to carry Christmas presents. So I imagine I'm going to be spending at least an hour or so later trying to sort that out, or more likely rush it in the last minute in the morning. Any like serious assignments, or just like, you know, nothing
it's
to worry too much about?
I dared to imagine, and heavy too.
Oh, look at it. Of course it's heavy.
It's worth a small fortune. Of course, now the question becomes, what do you wish to do with this fine stone? Shall I deposit the money from the sale into the treasury? Or perhaps you would prefer the funds were channeled into, let us say, a more personal account?
Well, I did get it myself, didn't I?
As you wish. Far be it from me to frown upon a little indiscretion. How many lives would it have saved anyway? Who can say?
700. Nothing to worry. Just discussion boards, which is writing your opinion and then responding to others' opinion on a topic. Oh yeah, that shouldn't be too difficult. Sounds like something. Yeah, I'm not sure how to word my opinion here because I'm shit at that sort of thing. But I get you. Just a nice relaxed thing, nothing too serious. They're always the best. I always hated when it was something that, you know, you could get sort of screw yourself over in terms of your overall grade if you didn't put in the right amount of effort for that specific thing. And I was never good at disciplining myself to do work, so I've probably done that more than once. You have appropriated the money from the sale of the Auroran diamond at the expense of the kingdom's security. What is the point of ruling a kingdom if you can't take what you want after all? They don't mind because they don't even know about the gem.
The treasury's health is robust, but we must always be wary of unnecessary expenditures and watch out for possible avenues of profit. With that in mind, I would like to discuss the thorny issue of child benefits, which were abolished.
Child benefits, alright.
There are vocal elements within the community who are clamoring for us to bring it back. In the interests of the treasury and of the long-term welfare of the people, I have a counter-proposal. It's somewhat radical, but rather brilliant, if you don't mind me saying. We charge people for every child they have. This would keep the population low, but more importantly, the treasury high. Is it really fair to bring new life into such an uncertain...
Do you reckon that extends to our character? Like when I do this child find, if I have a kid, do you reckon I'll get charged for it?
You may also choose to keep Logan's policies. The matter is entirely in your hands. I'm so happy you decided to follow my suggestion. There will be less mouths to feed and more gold to stockpile. A win-win situation. If one ignores the inevitable loss of popularity. Shall we proceed with the rest of your appointments? Here is the royal agenda.
Yes, we shall. I don't think it applies to you. No, probably not. We're too important. And if they try to tax me for having a kid, I'll kill them all. Consider proposal for to renovate the Bowerstone shelter and orphanage. Consider proposal on how to deal with the excess sewage in Bowerstone Industrial. So yeah, we'll do those two. Then when it's meet with Paige, I will transfer over to the other character to show you how what the other choice,
as you can see,
how it looks basically.
Audiences in the throne room to begin. I've heard
I do.
Reaver's latest proposals are both scandalous and delicious. It should be most
delicious. Oh, it's a shame that Hastriger isn't here, because he would have finally got that orgy he was begging for. Well, not begging, but, you know, clamouring for. He was really looking forward to that orgy. And now is the time. Well, if he, what's it called? If he's watching tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday, whenever the next stream happens to be, I can do it for him then.
The future of the Bowerstone shelter and orphanage. Paige will speak for the disenfranchised people of the city. Reaver will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, The shelter has long been the only refuge for the homeless,
50 grand
the
or
poor, and the
1.25
And
million.
until we can change the whole world for the better, it will
250, I
continue
guess.
to be their only hope of survival. Isn't it time we held out a helping hand to those who need it most? The shelter is
No.
underfunded and the building has fallen into disrepair. Invest in the shelter and orphanage, and perhaps we can begin to create a better future for Albion's forgotten people.
It's a good idea
could
and all,
not
but
agree
then...
more. The city and its people are in dire need. But it is not charity they require. It is love. I propose we use this dilapidated building to help both them and ourselves. For love and money have always gone hand in hand. Let us inaugurate Bowerstone's first brothel.
A brothel?
Brothel, bordello, whorehouse. The name is unimportant. What matters is that the people get the
Bordello.
love they need, and we get their money.
Yes, it's for your majesty.
I love
to
how
decide.
much money you get for the
Refurnish
brothel.
the
Shows
shelter
how
and
horny
orphanage,
the people of Albion
or
are.
converted into a house of ill repute.
You get 1.25 million. That's how much money these people are willing to pump into the whole house.
I offer my services not only to make the necessary changes.
Also, I'm not sure if this will still happen, but years ago when I first done the evil options, and a friend of mine mentioned it because they did. I'm not sure if they did a whole evil playthrough or just picked evil choices where they wanted to. But they done a brothel for the first playthrough, and everyone in Albion was cheering, not like booing because you picked the evil option. They were landed that they get a brothel. So let's see if they still do that.
It is time Bowerstone had its first whorehouse.
The shelter.
Yeah, they're cheering. Way!
Excellent, Your Majesty. I will see to it immediately.
Hello,
And I
Jeff. How's it
mean
going?
Immediately.
Look at that, they're all cheering. They're loving it.
exploitation,
Hey,
Your Majesty.
finally a whorehouse.
Your people won't be pleased.
Your people won't be pleased. Paige, read the room. They are ecstatic about this whorehouse. They landed. Alright.
Does your heart have a sizable hole that can be filled only
Ah.
with love? Do your pockets jingle with leftover gold? Then Riva Industries is pleased to present the
They won't be
House of
pleased. They would be
White
downright crying out of
where
joy.
money
Exactly.
really does guarantee happiness.
Paige, she just doesn't get it.
Today,
There you go.
you will deal with a pressing environmental issue. The
The
disposal
environment.
of the city's waste. Riva will offer his proposal. A member of the
Well, Riva,
Morningwood
what you got for
community
me?
will stand against him.
You may speak.
I wonder if you don't do that mission
Your
for the Dark
Majesty,
Sanctum and
I'm
kill the
sure
leader,
you have
Reese,
noticed
for Morningwood.
a
Does he
rumor
turn up here, do you reckon?
permeating the city of late, even more nauseating than usual. I fear
Oh, that's
it is
not
not
good.
merely the stench of the underprivileged. Bowerstone is beginning to have a serious waste
That's weird.
issue.
Have you
We
been here for a
require
while
an
then, Jeff?
inexpensive and
Because if not, like...
and I believe
yes, he does.
I
The actual view
part
count
of our
has remained
waste
exactly the
is
same.
being
So unless
disposed
someone else
of
left
in
at the
the
exact same
Morningwood
time...
Marsh. With very
That's
little
odd.
effort, Riva Industries could redirect all
Dump
the
sewage,
Bowerstone
nothing.
sewer system to flow directly
Build a
into that
plant...
region.
Phew, it's expensive stuff, isn't it?
A desolate place with no financial or cultural value to the kingdom. There could be little discussion as to the logic of this decision.
Hang on. This isn't right. Not right at all.
No?
We're all children of the soil. It's in our hearts. It's in our blood. It's under
I've been
our
here for a few minutes
fingernails.
only. Oh, that's
what
weird
I mean
then.
is we're all equal
Oh,
when it
no,
comes
when
to
it says 4, it's
dirt,
gone down to
right?
3. Alright.
From dirt we come, to dirt we go.
Who knows then?
Yes? We
My-
who reside in Morningwood have
My
a
phone
good
and my
claim to
Xbox
being
are on
clean
different
as
pages
anyone.
most of the time. It's
And
really
what's
strange.
itself? It's nature spirits, it's woodland
God
elves,
knows.
and
How you doing,
water
by the way?
fairies. Do they not deserve freedom from
Water
pollution
fairies?
too? Don't destroy paradise with your urban dregs, man. Channel the waste. Be one.
Riva
with
is
the
great at
cycle.
wording everything.
have
Yeah, I am
all
doing
these,
all
like,
evil options.
batteries and
He
stuff,
really is. He
don't
can
you?
twist anything to
Turn
sound
one
good.
into a, you know,
what do you call it? One of those things. A sewage reclamation facility. Right on.
What shall you decide, Your Majesty?
Well, Reaver, you drive a hard bargain and you make a very persuasive argument. So we're going to have to go with Reaver.
Morningwood will be granted the honour.
Yeah, so I'm doing all the
receiving
evil
city's
options.
sewage.
And then I'm swapping over to my good character to show you the outcome of the good options as well, so you get to see both.
Into Morningwood.
I shall begin the flushing immediately, Your Majesty.
Oh, this is heavy. This is totally heavy. You've turned Granny Nature into your toilet bowl. But she'll find out. You'll see.
Into your toilet bowl.
In like a
awesome.
1,000 years, she'll fight right back, man.
1,000 years? Well, I've got plenty of time to worry about that then. I won't even be alive. My children's children's children won't even be alive then. My character's bloodline could have died out by then.
Reaver Industries is delighted to announce the opening of the Morningwood Sewer Reservoir, eliminating Bowerstone's most pungent pollution. Emptying one's bowels has never been safer, or such a pleasure.
Yeah, you tell him,
The day
Reaver.
is almost over, Your Majesty. Only one more appointment left. Page has requested a meeting in the old rebel headquarters. How very cloak and dagger. I wonder what she wants.
It's an assassination attempt. If I don't come back, kill Page. Hobson seems very... Oh, he's definitely very corrupt. He is such a one-sided character designed to sort of tempt you into the evil options. Right, if I... Well, let's repair these, so I get my money off these buildings. I can't be asked to do it everywhere. I'll just do it for these, because it's like 3 of them. Oh no, it is just the 2. Right, oh no, there's 3. I want to travel to the Demon Door, so I can show you what Morningwood looks like. I thought he would want to do nice things. No, not even slightly. Well, normally there's the good option, there's the neutral of keep it how Logan had it. This part by here is a lot higher with Muck now than it was before.
Real life adventurer, you know.
And there is a green smoke or mist just in the air now, which wasn't here before either. Hey, what are you doing? You mind yourself, son. So that's what Morningwood looks like now. And then if we go to Bowerstone Industrial, yeah, so when it comes to the free choices, he always tells you to do the bad one. He's always an advocate for whatever the evil option is. He just wants gold, even though it's technically not his gold, but he's probably robbing it when I'm not looking. Stealing a coin or 2 here and there. Who's going to notice? A Republic. Right, and here is our whole house. Looking very nice. Digging in the bush there, apparently. Wonder, can I buy it and rent it out? No, apparently not. We'll pop in here as well, just so I can show you it from the inside, and then obviously on the other character I'll show you the orphanage from the inside as well.
Let's go off somewhere. It'll be our secret.
Just filled with loads of horny people, so like I mentioned, next time Hastriger joins, because he really wanted the orgy, I'll pop in here and I'll get every single whore in this building to follow me. And it will be one hell of a mass orgy.
Don't waste time chatting up some girl when you could skip right to the fun bits.
So for some reason that door's locked. Here you go, here's
The sky's the limit for a party. That's
My philosophy
a
is
party. Right, there we go. So there's that. Oh, actually, there's one more place I should show you.
One night with me, and you'll never think of
You like to play games?
I'm playing a game right now. Fable 3. Not sure what game she's on about though. So there's one last place to look at, then we'll swap to the good character and show you the alternate route, shall we call it. Quiet dog. Quiet little girl. I believe it's down here. Why'd you be afraid of my dog? It's a lovely dog. I think it's all the way down and then to the left. Yeah, here it is. Right, I think this is it anyway. I'm confused because obviously the thing I'm looking for isn't here because it's only there if you pick the good route. So it's a bit tricky to piece it together. Yeah, right. So if you let's assume this is correct. If not, I'll figure out where it is once I've seen it on the evil character, so I know exactly what I'm trying to find. But basically, it's what's it called, the sewage plant that not Reese mentioned. Just there isn't a sewage plant here now, so I don't know what would be in its place off the top of my head. But we swap over to the good character. I won't show you Morningwood because it looks exactly the same as what it would otherwise look like. I only showed you it on this on the previous character because it was made different by us flushing all our shit there. Alright, fine, go on then, let's get this dig spot. Yeah, have some dirt on you, dog. Ha ha ha. Right. So we'll go straight to Bowerstone Industrial. Right, let's try and find the well, I'll show you the orphanage first because that's the easy choice.
You can use them to buy yourself some new handbags.
Where is he?
We could be best friends. If I like people with an ass for a face.
I have a beautiful face. Probably, I can't see it. Right. So, let's assume this is an orphanage and I didn't turn this into a brothel. There we go, the orphanage, I did, thank God. The good character. He still turns it into a brothel though, because, you know, the will of the people demanded it so. So yeah, so like, obviously the difference would be there are loads of kids here now, and not hoes all over the place, and it's more homely.
You're looking well.
Thank you. I'm feeling well. Oh, this door's open as well now. Loads of... well, this is just a bedroom for the kids. And a room for the adults, which I guess these are the workers of the orphanage. Not adult orphans.
My lord.
You do not get to speak to me. Right then. Let's go where I went the first time now and see if the plant is there. Because if the plant is there, that means I did actually show you the right area. And it appeared exactly how it did throughout the story, which was just a dock.
At your service.
Let's have a look here. There we go. So yeah, if you choose to help make the plant, you... wait, you drunk or are you vomiting? So yeah, this is what you get in this area instead. You get this sort of nice sewage area for people to flush their toilets to go to, I guess. That was not a sentence that made sense, but don't worry about it. We'll just roll on right past that. See, I did show you the right area, I just didn't notice it because it didn't look any different from how I remember it looking, basically. It was this area by here. Which in this case is a factory. That's why I couldn't recognize it. Can I just travel right to page? Because that would be convenient. Hey, I think. No. Oh well. Such a childish game. Ah, glad to see you're all working hard, people. Oh my god, look at all the beggars. I suppose that does make sense, since I, you know, increased the taxes on everyone. It would be nice if on this game you had the option, like you do in Assassin's Creed, instead of talking to one person at a time and giving them some gold, where you just like launch gold in the air. I think it was Assassin's Creed 2, where you could just throw gold, and it would make beggars come run in for the gold and help you blend in with the crowds and stuff, if Templars were coming after you. Be a nice thing to do, and it's just like launch gold everywhere, so a few beggars can get money at once, rather than me having to talk to them one at a time. Page, I'm here! If you try to assassinate me, I will destroy you! Yeah, I still haven't killed enough enemies with blades to get the upgrade for the weapon. Gotta be close though.
It's not every day a queen walks into the rebel headquarters. I thought maybe you'd forgotten where it all started.
What do you want?
Ah, shut up, Paige.
I don't know if you still care about your people, but since you took the throne, crime has been flourishing. You're starting to have a serious problem on your hands. There's one man in particular, Nigel Ferret. He's making this city his own. Every criminal in Bowerstone reports to him now. He's too powerful for me to deal with, and he's not easy to find. But I know how you can get to him.
Alright, let's do it.
Good. Kid went undercover with a gang of robbers and found out their plans. They're going to strike the tavern in Bowerstone Market. If you get there in time, you can stop the raid. And at least one of those thugs must know where Ferret is holed up.
Alright, Bowerstone Market we go. Yeah, I probably will, well not probably, I will make this the final part that I'll do for today's stream, because I'm 3 minutes under the 2-hour mark, and this quest will definitely take longer than 3 minutes. I was going to do one more day's worth of, what you call it, screwing over about Albion. But I forgot this is the quest that I was going to be doing with Paige.
If you cooperate, you won't get hurt. If you give us any trouble, we'll kill you. Now, just so you know we mean
What about
business,
me?
I'd like one of you to give us trouble, so we can kill him as an example to the rest. Who's it going to be then? Oh look, we have a volunteer. The Queen, no less. Have at her, fellas.
Why would you think you can kill the Queen?
We're gonna have fun looting a corpse. Some kind of magic sword?
What you got, mate? What you got? You got nothing. It's what you got, you loser.
That's it. Keep shooting her till she's dead. Magically will save you. We're still gonna carve out your heart and eat it.
Why are you going to eat my heart one? It'll be weird now. I do like how I've shot probably like 40 swords since I got in here, and only now the guy asks where they came from. The other ones were understandable, but those ones, where did they come from?
It is no longer advantageous for any of us to frequent the hideout in Industrial. Presently, I shall inaugurate a new centre of operations in Bowerstone Market. You've been provided with a key which will permit access. Please endeavour to prevent its transference to an unauthorised individual.
You're gonna get what's coming to you. What are you doing here?
Oh yeah?
You better leave. This is a restricted area. You have to leave.
And I am the Queen of Albion. You ain't telling me what I can and can't do. I will fire you from a cannon. I've seen cannons in this game. I can arrange it.
I'm going to assume I should make an
Yes, you assume correctly. You should make an exception for the Queen. I am allowed to steal as many health potions as I want. Say a loss as well. If the shop was open, I would have paid for them.
You again.
Hi there, friends.
It does tend to obviate the entire objective of maintaining a secret hideout if your enemies can simply infiltrate whenever they've the inclination. Lads, perform the specific services for which I employ you. Expeditiously.
Huh?
Killer! Fast!
I'm gonna hang your head on the trophy wall.
You have a trophy wall? I don't believe you. Hey, you got one of them with that. Alright, go level 4. Spin the herd a bit. Right, we're gonna go for level 5 on this one. Probably kick some ass. Oh, I killed no one with that one. Ass was not kicked. I stand corrected. There we go, got 2 of them that time.
Is this how it's supposed to be? God,
I know that guy on the left got hit by quite a few blades. Why isn't he dying? There we go. Yes! There we are, I've had 100 kills with blades. 15 extra damage. Blade Storm. Oh, little ferret, let me in. No? Alright then. We'll do this the fun way.
As bad as it look, mate.
So this is probably the strongest sword I have now, with this extra 15 damage.
Oi, no!
Haha, look at me go. Bonus damage, electrocuting people at the same time. These fools don't stand a chance.
They kidnapped me. Please let me out.
No. Now, what is she aiming at? Alright, let's take over this and get some manual aiming on the goes here.
Oi! You keep shooting that thing.
There you go. Can I go down these doors at the moment? Because last time I played, I found a brilliant and weird Easter... Well, I don't know about brilliant, but it was weird. I found a weird Easter egg. By here. I'm not sure if it's like what it's supposed to be. But for some reason, there is a hob worshipping a box with hearts on it. Wait, is that different? Are they all hearts? I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. The box of hearts? I'm not sure what the reference is, if it is one. If anyone else knows, I would be interested to know why this hob is worshipping a box of hearts on it. Got a silver key down here. Yeah, this is not missable, by the way. You can come back in here. I have seen things online of people reporting that they couldn't get back into this hideout, which either means that sometimes the game bugs out and you can't come back, or they were just trying to open the wrong door. Because there are 4 doors that look identical to this one that gets you into the hideout. So there's a good chance they just tried entering the wrong way. Or the wrong place.
I believe I can state with relative confidence that your efforts are in vain. Even should it transpire that you vanquish my associates, this door is completely impenetrable. In addition to which, this cell contains a secret egress through which I may abscond whenever I desire. Meanwhile, my compatriots shall brutalize your person.
Alright then, let's... Well, I don't want to upset you or anything, but my person does not appear to be getting brutalized. Ah, get that thing out of my way! Right, lads, go for a level 3. There we go, he's dead.
You haven't lost your touch. I'm surprised his men were foolish enough to fight you.
Now, truth be told,
Yeah, so am I.
my superlative intellect notwithstanding, it would appear this is not, in fact, the specific cell I so confidently referenced earlier. The one with the secret exit has 2 beds. All right, you have prevailed, Your Majesty. I concede. However, I entreat you to entertain a certain proposal.
You have nothing to
What kind of
offer,
proposal?
Ferret. It's over.
Ah, that
No, let's not be too hasty.
Objectively devoid of merit. I happen to have on my person a substantial quantity of currency.
The blue crate is a reference to a big blue box, which is a satellite development team that worked on the first Fable. Yeah, I thought it was. I knew I recognised that box. Do you know what the box with the only 100 grand? Fine, I'll take it. The box of all the hearts that the Hob is worshipping. Then, do you know what that one is?
Good of you to demonstrate such compassion. I shan't be so ill-mannered as to outstay my welcome. Farewell.
Bye, Ferret. The criminal forces of Nigel Ferret have been defeated, but in your mercy you have allowed Ferret himself to go free. You sure this whole mercy thing is a good idea? Well, why not? You gotta show mercy at some point.
The treasury
Hello.
is simply bursting with wholesome, nutritious
Oh, look at it.
I sometimes spend hours staring at this glorious accomplishment. Our wealth surpasses all expectations. I must
Portal. I've never actually played Portal.
But the kingdom demands your attention once more. The time has come to make a decision on Albion's drinking law.
Oh, outlaw alcohol. They won't like that, will they?
Our citizens are restricted in the amount of alcohol they can purchase per day. As you can imagine, this has proved a rather unpopular measure. And yet many respected members of the community think the law does not go far enough. They would like alcohol consumption wholly abolished among the commoners. They feel, rather reasonably,
among the
that it
commoners?
leads to improper behavior and raucous public spectacles. These concerned nobles are willing to pay handsomely for the change in policy. Meanwhile, the commoners themselves would like the restrictions completely lifted, claiming they infringe upon their freedom and their rights. You cannot please everyone, Your Majesty, but you must make
I suppose they're technically right there, aren't they? Yeah, I'm sure if you decide to remove the drinking limit, you'll just walk around town and people will just be vomiting because they're drinking too much. Not always, but I know that can happen. I just don't remember where.
They will find it money well spent.
Oh, I guess
and
Millfields.
I find it money well received. Let us move on
Exactly.
to other matters, Your Majesty. You have a busy
Alright,
day
later on me, what we got?
ahead.
Rule over the proposal to for reopening the Brightwall Academy. Consider proposal to drain Bower Lake. Meet with a concerned and wealthy citizen. Right. Like I said, we are going to leave it by here for today, though.
I sincerely hope
Let him
he is
finish his
not a
sentence.
handout, though I'm sure Master Reaver will be the voice of reason, as always.
Indeed. Yeah, so we're going to end it by here for today. If I have time, I will either stream... Well, I'll stream maybe on the weekend or tomorrow, but I'm going to be visiting family, so I may not be free straight away. You know, if I do, I'll probably put a post on... well, hopefully I'll remember to put a post on Twitch to let you know that I will be streaming. So if you want to know, follow me on there, or maybe just just check the Twitch around about the time I would regularly stream. Yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. If I don't do a stream on Friday or like tomorrow or on the weekend, it'll be Monday or Tuesday, depending on what time or what day I get back from visiting family. Take care all, and I will hopefully see you soon. And thank you again, Lola, for hanging out, and same for you, Jeff. Take care now.